We're just 2 days away from Super Bowl 56, Bengals, Rams, both teams full of weapons on the field. But today, we're talking about the guys on the sideline. We welcome in Nesson Patriots beat writer Zach Cox to weigh in on the Super Bowl coaching matchup between Bengals Zach Taylor and Rams Sean McVay. Zach, this is the youngest head coaching matchup in Super Bowl history. When you're previewing this game, who has the edge in this one?
Yeah, very interesting coaching matchup. As you mentioned, two very young coaches, two coaches who have also worked together in the past. Zach Taylor was on Sean McVay's Los Angeles Rams staff before he took over in Cincinnati. So a lot of familiarity there, definitely a lot of youth there as well. I think I would give the edge to Sean McVay in this scenario. He is considered one of the better coaches in the NFL, also does have the Super Bowl experience now from having been in this game a couple years ago. But we did see some puzzling decisions from McVay in that NFC Championship game with some two really just kind of bizarre challenges that wasted time out. So definitely some funky game management things from him. But overall, if I'm picking one of these two coaches, I would probably go with McVay.
Okay, McVay it is. Zach, when the Patriots and the Rams met in Super Bowl 53, Sean McVay's first Super Bowl appearance as a head coach, he was purely out-coached by Bill Belichick. Does he have something to prove this time around?
Absolutely. I think there's a ton of pressure on Sean McVay in this game because, as you mentioned, he acknowledged that he was resoundingly outcoached by Bill Belichick in that first Super Bowl back in 2018. And I think that was a really humbling experience for him because he had come into that game with so much hype as the new wonderkind coach who was going to take over the NFL. And then what Bill Belichick and the Patriots were able to do defensively in that game, the Rams just didn't really have any answer for. So I think you're going to see, you would hope from a Rams fan perspective, a little bit of a different approach from McVay in this game, because it's interesting as well. If you look back to the AFC Championship game, this Bengals defense basically changed its entire strategy in the middle of the game against Patrick Mahomes, and the Chiefs didn't really have an answer for it, and it ended up with the Bengals winning, and now they're in the Super Bowl. If something like that happens again on Sunday, is McVay going to be able to adjust his tactics mid-game, which is something he wasn't able to do in that first Super Bowl? So I think that's a fascinating angle going into this game.
Okay, Zach, each of these teams have seen an incredible amount of change to their offenses this season. As far as differences in formations and sets, is that where the chess match will primarily be, or will the coach with the upper hand defensively win this one?
Well, I think if you're focusing strictly on McVay and Taylor, they're both offensive minded coaches. So you would imagine they have more of an input on the offensive side of the ball than on the defensive side of the ball. And I think one of the key matchups in this game is just which team defends the other team's big name, high powered receivers better. I think that's going to go a long way toward determining who wins this game, because obviously you have Cooper Kupp, you have Odell Beckham for the Rams, you have Jamar Chase, T. Higgins, Tyler Boyd for the Bengals. Just so much wide receiver talent in this game and so much big play potential. So I think the team that defends those receivers better is going to go a long way toward winning this game. Obviously not the only factor. There's the offensive line, defensive line disparity between the Bengals and the Rams, and a couple other factors in there as well. But I think that receiver matchup is going to be a real one to watch in this game.
Okay, and we'll find out in 2 days. Nesson's Big Game coverage is brought to you by Berkshire Bank. Thanks, Zach.
Thank you.